market, that's what you're doing. Let me see if I can jump on for a ride. Let me see if I can take advantage of what you're doing here. Um, that's really the goal of a trader is understand what a market is capable of and be there to react to it when it does what it does. And Tom, you got that nice beach picture. You got a Buck over here wondering if you got some suntan on you.
I went over to the beach today after the market closed because I did a lot of thinking. But Chuck, the you said it so correct. Most people, most people will, say this or that, some moving average cross, they justify it after the fact. What we do is a good way to describe it. I always tell people we see the Wall Street Journal 3 days early because we're watching the tape. And the tape is, if people don't know, is the up and down movement of the tickers. And it's like a dance you can see. Okay. And so if you think about it, and I'll just give you a classic case, AMD, I watched it from about 106 up to the day's high of 115, and then the tape turned sour on AMD, and the stock started coming down. And it hadn't bottomed out yet. It's trying to somewhere around 109. But that's an example of watching the tape, but seeing it, develop in front of you. And so I think that's sort of a good way to describe it. But you can pick out any of these. And then what I try to do, I work from the big picture, which is the E-mini and the NASDAQ futures, to the small picture of the tickers. And and that's why I always use numbers because your emotions get involved. I mean, goodness gracious, the market's trading at 57.46 tonight, and this morning it was trading at 58.30. Okay. And then all of a sudden the tape soured and the market came lower. And so there's certain guidelines that you do as a trader. And one of the things that I use that nobody else I know uses is time. Uh, and there's time during the day, and I tell people during the day, 10, 12, and 2 is an important time. And and then the strategies that you got to have uh, is important because today the market came to a point, it looked like it quit falling, and then I knew if it fell very small amount, it was going to go a lot lower. Okay. And that's exactly what happened, and it broke. And you know, like Berkshire Hathaway, Carlos just thanked me for posting that this morning about 6 o'clock. He made a 100% return on it today because he had my magic five. I do it every day, those five tickers. And Berkshire today, and even with the market falling, Berkshire has a very strong tape right now. I have that in my retirement account during this market turmoil. But Chuck's absolutely correct in the sense that we don't use moving averages, we don't use MACD, all the technical people that people come up with. And the reason we don't is because it's always after we're already in and out, right, Chuck? Uh, it's like gold. Look at gold. Gold is a trade I put on today. It's the old standby trade in my live trade. I said, let's do this gold as a default trade today. We did it, even though the market fell. The trade we put on, the strategy we put on, looked pretty strong. We tried to live on the edge on another trade, didn't work out. It cost us about a dime, not much money. But the whole point is that's important. And now, as we narrow in on the end of this month and the start of a new, we're about to get a real good market. But one of the things I'm bringing back tonight I wanted to talk about, and I'll get into it, this is very important. I've developed How many people have heard me talk about my weekend side hustle? Who's heard me talk about that? Where I use the XSP. Well, I've developed after about, I guess, 2.5 years, I've developed a indicator that sets it up. It makes it easy. So I wanted to set it up for the XSP, and so I specifically have something that I'll be able to give people that join me tonight on this journey I'm about to go on with the weekend side hustle. And so it's going to take me 2-3 weeks max to get it done, but I got an outline of it, and I was thinking, wouldn't it be great for everybody here that was part of it to have that to plug in XSP and have the information right there in front of you as it develops on Thursday and Friday and get out on Monday. Everybody see where I'm going with that? Now, I worked with it 2 years, 2 years before this came to me how to do it. Now I know how to do it. And so anyway, we'll talk more about that when I get into it. But folks, a lot of good times in front of us, and no time like the present to be involved, the way I look at it. That's the way I look at it, you know? So let's go around the horn. Let me ask the question. Who is absolutely new tonight? In other words, has never been to one of these presentations. If you will, type your name in there if you're absolutely new tonight. I see a lot of the people, but who is new? Is anybody new? Actually new? I mean, this is your first time you ever heard me? I'm not seeing any. Adam, are you? Sue says, I feel as good as new. Matt's new. Hey, Don, how you doing? Did you talk to Jonathan today? Okay, good. There are some. Okay, good, good. Yeah, great. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Well, some people, some people will tell me they're glad they found me, and it always makes me feel good when I see you face to face. So hopefully, after what we do and everything will get going. So let me get into the presentation. Folks, this market, let me give you a little background. Seems like every year I come up with something that gives you a little bit of the future. Last year on Valentine's Day, I told you gold was going to make a low and was going to continue up. Who was there for that presentation when I told you about gold? Well, I got something for you this year. Here it is. Write this down. July, where I have my annual July webinar, I believe will be the start of a huge, huge wave going higher. I believe that this year. So you heard me say it tonight. Mark down the July 4th webinar and do not miss it, because it is going to be a lot of fun the second half of the year. And so we're going to spend a lot of our time now, make sure everybody takes what they give us. But when July gets here, it's going to be the second half of the year. You're going to say, why was it like this all the time? Well, it's setting up, folks. In my opinion, July is going to be the kickoff of something pretty special. So just throw that in the back. It's because the combination, Sue, of everything in the market from last year to this year, the different things that are going on in the background, interest rates, oil prices, economic information, all that information, everything that's happened is going to come to settle. And once it gets settled, and people go really start focused on the good things happening. Okay, you'll see. And there was some good news today, but everybody ignored it. But that's okay. That's what happens during this period of time. Okay, so that's what I expect, and I hope y'all are here with me because we're going to have a heck of a year. A heck of a year. So that's what I'm thinking. All right, so let's get started. Adam put this together. There's risk involved in trading. Past performance is not indicative of future results. For those that don't know me, former Air Force officer, active trader since the 70s, former member of the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, author of 3 books, and I've worked with a lot of students over the years. I'm proud to say the finest thing I ever done in my life was getting to know you, all those people who've been with me all these years. I've got 3 books, Winning the Day Trading Game, The Markets Never Sleep, and Think to Win. Okay? How you think is how you do. At DTI, we help you master the markets through education. I do a lot of education. Today, I gave a lot of education to people. I continually believe the more educated you are, the better you will do. I'm just applying what I've seen. I find that people get educated about the markets do a lot better than those that don't. We're good at training, I think. Don't y'all? Do y'all think we're pretty good at training you? I think so. And how about our experience? Our experience goes far and wide. In my opinion, you're at the right spot, and we're going to have some fun making things happen. Now, here's the 7 Sisters. 7 Sisters is how I look at the world. If you'll notice that the market itself is down about 3.4% for the year. Not that all that much, but we had a good January. Y'all remember we had a good January? That was important. That throws the odds, don't forget about that, in favor of the bulls when you have that kind of January. NASDAQ's down 5.7, Dow's about flat, DAX is up 14, gold is up 14.5, going and blowing, looks good tonight. Crude down 3, going a lot lower. And of course, bonds. I think this is the play of the year. The DAX is Germany, dancing with the DAX. The 10 ticker. This week I gave these tickers, and already I tell people 4 of these tickers should pay during the week. The 4 that paid already was MSTU. I think it topped out close to 8. AMD topped out today at 115. The SPY topped out close to 569, and TQQ went to 67. So 4 of the tickers paid. Berkshire is not on here, it's up there at the top, went to 536 early today. That's 5 this week. The 10 tickers comes from Sunday night planning, and people say they love the 10 tickers. Now, this is our focus tonight. This is what I've built to make it. Anybody ever heard this saying? It's simple as sliced bread. Anybody ever heard that? This is a strategy that takes advantage of XSP and takes advantage of Thursday, Friday, and Monday, 3 days. I'm going to walk you through the setups. Tomorrow's Thursday. We'll get started on this. But what's going to make it real neat, in about 2 weeks, you'll be able to plug it in and maybe do it during the week also. That's a big bonus. Once you get the table I put together, I call it a table. I'll come up with a better name. But the weekend side hustle, this will be included for those that join me tonight. Okay? You'll be the first to get it. Weekend Profits Club, been around about 3 years. It's dedicated to target extra income over the weekends, thanks to that special perk set up by the CBOE. Hopefully, about 100 of you will join me tonight. You've got to be in the weekend side hustle now. How many people would like to put a trade on Thursday and Friday and have extreme high odds that Monday morning is going to come around and your account's going to grow with what I'm going to show you how to do? How many people would like that? Every single week, I'll give you our best opportunity and show you how it works. This is a strategy you got to love. We will do these trades on Thursday, Friday, and Monday, always expiring on Monday. With each alert, it'll be a step-by-step guide to do it. The ticker, when to place the trade, the criteria, how to get in. It's more of a laid-back type trade. You put it on and exit out on Monday. All the work's done through what I built, and you'll find that income opportunity week in and week out. Read alert, follow along if you choose. Like what happened last July 5th. Alert went out. Speaking of July, there it is. You take the trade, you spent your weekend doing whatever you want to do, close it out on Monday. Maybe play a little golf over the weekend, play a little pickleball. Who plays pickleball? Anybody here play pickleball? I'm curious. I have played one time. Eric says he loves pickleball. Is that some of your playing partners there, Eric? Sue likes tennis. $2,353. And don't feel like you need to be sitting next to the computer once we set it. Trade will be posted on most Thursdays, sometimes on Friday, before the weekend hits. That's the key. You got to get it on before Friday's close. Hands-free as possible, put the trade on, and automatically close it out on Monday. Every week, you look at this. You got an email, take the trade if you chose, and sure enough, there it is. Pop goes the weasel. $2,105. That's on a $5,000 stake. Pretty good weekend, wouldn't you say? $44.58 after 2 weekends. This is how good it is. Another $44.58. Use this money, grow your account. You don't have to worry about it because this is going to be your little weekend side hustle. Now, this is a worry for people that's getting older, worried about running out of money, top worry. That's why this membership tonight is important for you. Plus, you get tax advantages with this. Not the popular tickers like the SPY, QQ, and Apple. There's one that gives you a tax break. Standard brokerage account, internet connection, a few minutes to set the trade. That's why you get a special report telling you how it works. Inside this, you'll see all the ways you can try to save money come tax season, because all these are tax exempt. Your broker automatically do the savings for you instead of pay that big fat check to the government. Keep more of it in your pocket. Membership cost should be about $5,000. But listen up, folks, with this new, what I would call table I'm bringing tonight, worth a lot more than that. You see, there's something I mentioned today, takes the weekend profits to a whole new level. We normally target extra income over weekend, closing out on money. Sometimes it happens early. If I put it on tomorrow, there's a chance we'll get out Friday. Think about going in the weekend with that extra cash. Wait for next week. The early payday plan. We got a whole map on how to do that one. Also, how to protect yourself when it goes bad. They love what we put together here. We've updated it, got it ready to go. A lot of good training tapes, like OED. Easy to get into, easy to exit. And the more trading success you have, the more confidence will grow. I'll deliver on training you, giving you this trading aid using a computer. Now, we're going to do it every week. Never risk more than you're afford on any single trade. You balance it out. You just come up with a dollar amount and do the number equal to that dollar amount. Pretty cool stuff. I want you to start small, maybe for the first 4 or 5 weeks, get it down. It's like a dance where you start with 1,000 or 1,000,000, still start small, go through the training, learn to do it the right way, scale it up over time. And doesn't matter who you are, whether you're young or old, I'll show you how to do it. Whether you've been trading for 10 years or just getting started. This is a great way to learn and make options pay. Now, we're not going to charge you the $5,000. If you join me tonight, it will include, with no extra cost, the software I've developed now that goes along with this. You'll have it within 2 to 3 weeks as he puts the final touches on it. You're going to love it. Right before the weekend hits, fill up fast, and that. Forget about paying $3,500, $2,497. You get even a better deal if you sign up tonight. The Weekend Profits Elite Member Discount. If you join tonight, we're going to whack the cost from the original cost down to not $2,497. It's more than half off there. Take an extra $968 out. Takes you down even lower. When you join right here in this room, you'll get complete access to the all new Weekend Profits Club with a new string of successes. There it is, folks. I want to get 100 of you to join, and I'll tell you why. I want you to try the new software I've created for the weekend side hustle. Now, I have to warn you, it's a limited time special. Those spots to go on, that's all I'm going to issue at no charge for the software. So if you're ready to take action, put it to work, go to dtitrader.com/WPC or call 904-706-3532. Click the link in the chat right now. 968. Get started tonight. Weekend side hustle. We'll start tomorrow in the hunt for the trade this week, and then roll into next week. 968. That's for a year, and the elite members will know. This income opportunity opened up tonight, dtitrader.com/WPC. How about some common questions? Y'all want some common questions? How about how much money is it? The trades are going to average about $300 per, so you can do the math. You want to do 1, you do 2, do 3. Every trade's never a winner. No strategy wins 100% of the time. But if you follow what I'm going to teach you, the odds will be in your favor and you'll be good. You can play the market both up, you can play the market both down or sideways. You can trade an IRA. It's retirement account friendly. Now, this weekend side hustle trade, I need to get you signed up. It's a chicken, fish, or steak. Get involved, get the software I'm going to have for you, and start your weekend side hustle now. You'll have 14 days to try it out. You got 2 weeks. That'll pay for it if you do it right. Best pricing. It's a limited time for this best price. Go to dtitrader.com/WPC or call 904-706-3532. 960. Any questions at all? Any questions at all? I laid it out straight to the point. Christine, what was your question? What was your question, Christine? Take advantage of this. Yes, Christine. As a current member, you will get access when I release it. No extra charge. Try it again, Anthony. You'll have a different take. I think the difference is going to be the table. It's so easy to see on the table. It makes it just a simple picture. Dave's got it right. Put the trade on before Friday's close. Get out on Monday. All the ones prior to this didn't have what I've created to help make it a simple, straightforward setup. But you're going to have that going forward. Who's excited about that, especially existing members knowing that's coming? When you originally bought in, stayed with me, hey, I didn't have it. I figured out why some people didn't get it. I figured out how to make sure they do now. What do you got to lose? Try it. Roll it again. Roll it again. Yeah, John, I am excited too. I talked to the programmer and I thought he had it ready yesterday, but there was a couple bugs in what he did. I sent him back. I know I will have it sooner rather than later because I gave him the details. I gave him what I needed and how to do it. So I think it's going to be cool. And I guarantee you this, you write this one, take it to the bank. The next time I offer this, I won't be offering it for $9.68. That'll be up to the wayside, okay? Because the software will be included the next time I offer it. And guess what, folks? It won't be $9.68. This is the deal of the month right here. Take it. This is the deal of the month. Adam, it's right now, it will be part of the roadmap, but it's a different version, okay? Once I get it out of the beta stage, it won't be. But I'm gonna get it in their hands if they join tonight. No, I'm not. Am I straightforward about the table I've developed for the weekend side hustle? Does everybody understand that? Adam got a little confused because he's used to the roadmap or MTI by default. That's not that. This is a table. It's a feature, okay? It's a feature I've created for this particular program. But I wanted to tell you about it tonight since I was offering it this price. Does that explain to you, Adam? It's a feature piece of software. Dedicated to the weekend side hustle. Call me at the end, I'll explain it. Yeah, Henry, once I get, if you take the software tonight with your purchase, you'll get all the updates too. Does not include the roadmap. It does not include the roadmap software. This is a feature. It's an indicator like MTI by itself. Does that make sense? Is that clear? Don't make this hard. Understand, it's dedicated to the weekend side hustle for this strategy. Yes, we'll be using the XSP. XSP, the strategy we'll be using will be options on the XSP that will be closing out on Monday. Okay? There's 3 strategies that I will give you. Okay? And that's what the table will show you. Is that clear? Everybody clear? Adam, you clear? Everybody clear? The strategy's fantastic. I'm just making it, what's that word? I'm making it, I don't want to say idiot proof, but yeah, sort of like, but much better. There you go. Much better. Thanks, Sue. I've been trading this sucker now going for 2.5 years. I figured out a way where people would do the strategy and they could plug it in themselves. That's it. You got it, Roger. This is the weekend side hustle. Roger's got the name. How to do the XSP for dummies. I like that. Thanks, Roger. Everybody understand? At this price, I'm including that software. What they'll do is say includes the software if you buy this. Okay? Right. That's right. The weekend side hustle just got on steroids. Steroids. Dave's got it right. Dave's a nurse. All right, who's coming in on this new journey with the weekend side hustle? Yes, buy this, Henry, to get the added feature. You're good, Jim. Any other questions? Good job, Don. Okay, I'm going to lay this out simple. The ticker's XSP. The software will tell us, using the same criteria that I've used on many successful trades, whether we have a tilt to the long side. The software will tell us, should I have a tilt to the downside? The software will tell us, should I have a tilt for sideways? You'll be able to see it in the future when you have the trade. You'll have that software to look at. Everybody understand the value I'm bringing tonight? I want you to understand that, because what you're going to get is a dedicated piece of software, okay, for this strategy. But tonight, this price is going to change. I'm not going to do it as cheap anymore. But the first 100 take it, get it. Okay? Everybody got it? All right. I'm going to wrap it up. If everybody's questions answered, I'm glad I cleared that up. Did I get it clear for everybody? This is not the roadmap software. It's special software dedicated with an enhancement tool for the weekend side hustle. Everybody type that in there where you understand what I've done. And people that buy it tonight will get that at no extra charge. Okay. I think we got it. Adam, are you clear? Kelly clear? Everybody clear? It is a great deal, especially after we run this sucker and you see what I'm talking about. Right, Keith, you're okay. All right, thank you. Henry, you got my number? Text it to me.